All right, y'all. So something that I have found myself playing a lot lately during this quarantine is my Nintendo Switch. And I've been playing it to the point that I've actually invested in some accessories. So I thought it would be kind of cool to share with you some of my current favorite accessories that I have been using with my Nintendo Switch. But first, if you are new to the channel, I am Tech Me Out. Welcome. Up here, I love to take kind of like a relaxed but informative approach to talking about technology and everything in between. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, there is a subscribe button down below that you are welcome to click on and join Team TMO. So everything I mentioned is gonna be linked down below. So the very first item I have is one that I have just been loving, and it's so versatile because it not only works with your Switch, but your phone and your tablet as well. But this is going to allow you to mount your Switch in here and basically play it at any angle that you want. So you can rotate this 360 degrees. Not only can you do that, you can also tilt it forward and backward. You can even turn it around like 360 degrees as well. I can't express to you how much I love this thing. I find that I use this when I'm sitting on the couch, sometimes even when I'm in the bed and I wanna play, I can, lay back comfortably and play. And so many different playing options in terms of the angle in which you can get your Switch. But I do wanna advise, and you probably noticed, you cannot put the Switch in here with the Joy-Cons on. You will have to detach that. But it clips in pretty easy. You literally just open it up like so, boom, boom. In terms of the design here, this is very sturdy, like doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. On top of that, you have some rubber pads at the bottom as well, which is gonna help keep it secure on your desk. And you have a section here for cable management. So that's another nice thing because then you can charge your Switch as you're playing it. Now I do know a common stand that I think has been used is something like this, where you basically open it up and you can adjust the angle primarily. But the limitation of this that I found was that sometimes I needed my Switch to be higher up. That is when this one came in. It is like $50, but that is this particular one. They have some cheaper alternatives as well that I'll throw down in the description box that might be worth picking up if you want to save a little bit of money. And another cool small fact about this, if you are an iPad owner, you can actually attach your pencil down here, because it is magnetic. Now the second product that I've been using and enjoying a ton is this custom Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So this one is customized via Colorware. Not only do they customize controllers, but they customize a ton of different products. I went with this particular design with the matte black and the, regular yellow front here. I also have my Joy-Cons customized from them. It just adds a really nice touch to my Nintendo Switch being it's already black. I haven't had any issues with paint chipping or anything like that, but you can customize the type of paint that's used onto the colors and just get something that's more unique to you and how you want your Switch to look. So I definitely highly recommend them. The third favorite thing that I've been using with my Switch that I have enjoyed is this little receiver so that I can use wireless headphones with it. Basically how this works is you have a cover here, and then you have this little section here that attaches via the USB-C port on your Switch. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I forget that it's even there. I don't even notice that it's there. So how you get this working is you're first gonna, of course, turn on your Switch, and then you're going to press and hold one of these two buttons down here, but you'll start to notice this little white flashing light that's basically letting you know that this is in pairing mode. So I was able to successfully connect my AirPods to this. You just gotta put your AirPods into pairing mode. You do have two buttons because you can connect two pairs, so you can listen on with a friend. In terms of latency, I didn't really notice any, but at the same time, I will advise that I'm not playing anything too intensive. Like the game that I've been playing the most is Animal Crossing, but with that, I haven't really noticed any significant, if any, latency at all. Now the next accessory I have been using is this little controller grip thing here. It lets you put your Pro controller down here and then your actual Nintendo Switch up here so that you can have some handheld gameplay. And I found it's easier to snap in when you apply pressure on the part right here and then pull up towards you at the same time. And it just, there we go. And it just snaps in like so. So that's the only thing about this that was a little troubling. Even though it's troubling, I know that it is in here securely. This is not going anywhere. So you can, adjust the angle You can basically move it 360 degrees. You can tilt it. You can move it left and right. So you have these knobs here. You can turn these to increase or decrease the resistance of being able to move this. Oh, there goes Animal Crossing. So boom, I'm playing my Switch like so.
You playing it?
No, I'm not.
Lies! The lies!
Let me see. Yes, you are. You're gonna get back to reviewing?
I know. But this is a nice handheld way to game comfortably because sometimes I get hand fatigue from gripping the Joy-Cons constantly like this. It also has these rubber grips on it so you don't have to worry about it scratching your Switch. So thus far, no issues, but if I find that I have any, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and I'll let you know there. See how I did that? See how it all came together? But yeah, no, for real though, you can feel free to follow me up there and I can update you a little bit better there. You can ask me questions about it. Now, the next thing that I have been using a lot is this portable charger. So this is a battery case. Your Switch actually mounts in here. How it works is you lift this little thing up like so, and you have these rubber grips again to protect your Switch. We don't want any scratches. And then you snap it in, make sure that it connects to the charging port at the bottom down there, and then boom, switches in. So now that I have this battery case up here, I have an additional 5 to 6 hours of gameplay. So that means now I have about over 10 hours in which I can play my Switch before I have to charge it. So you have an on and off switch here on the back. That way it's not being used all the time and only used when I actually need it. So I can press that and it will then start to charge my Switch. And then I also have these little battery LED lights to indicate how much juice is left up here. You even have a USB-C charging port and an additional USB port in the event you want to charge another device. Plus we have a little stand down here. So the other thing that this comes with are these little grips so that you can hold your controller or hold your Switch a little bit better. It actually has a slot where you can store a game as well as a micro SD card, and that is located on both of them. It does add a little bit of weight, you know, I'm not gonna lie. You might find yourself wanting to rest your hands on something versus, you know, holding your Switch in midair. So these are just a few products that I have purchased that I've been enjoying. Honestly, I bought some more. More than I could comfortably fit in this video. But if you're interested in knowing what other products that I have bought and am currently using for my Nintendo Switch, definitely let me know by liking this video so I can know that you're interested in this type of content. Or you can just drop a comment down below, or you could do both. But I'm curious, what game have you been enjoying? Because right now, Animal Crossing is definitely consuming my time. Anyway, y'all, that's gonna, excuse me, sir?
A lot of time.
Whatever. As always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.